So our research project is theme 3.3A, which is improving Indigenous patients' knowledge about treatment options for kidney failure. Well, I think I'm speaking as a physician, as a nephrologist who's been working for quite some time, and I think that the motivation for me has been I have had no Indigenous specific educational materials to talk to my patients about dialysis or kidney transplant or conservative care, and that's always been a huge gap, and so that really is what's motivated me to become involved with this particular project.
And we're hoping that because currently there's no, or I should say very little information out there for Indigenous people in terms of culturally appropriate, co-developed educational tools for them to make informed decisions about treatment options in kidney failure. We're hoping that by co-developing these educational tools with the Indigenous people, that we'll be able to provide them with an avenue so they'll have access to the information, and they'll be able to make an informed decision that they've helped to create that actual information themselves.
Well, I think that working with our Indigenous Elder on our project has really opened my eyes to Indigenous culture, Indigenous ways of doing things, Indigenous way of thinking, and I think that has, number one, made me a better person and made me a better doctor, but has brought me significant joy. I think, though, if I was going to say to my colleagues about why you would want to do patient-oriented research, I think the one thing is, number one, it will open your eyes to a whole new avenue of thinking about things, and that patients and their families have incredible amount of information and knowledge that we sometimes don't see or can see in a clinic setting.
And the other thing with patient-oriented research as well is you're working from the perspective of not what we think is best for the individuals, but we're working from their lived experiences, and that's the big thing there, is that we don't know all of those past experiences that they have and how that's going to influence or impact on the research.
Well, I think that they have an abundant knowledge about their lived experience, and that is really what is very important in moving research forward, because if we're doing research on something that is not going to impact very many people or any people in the day-to-day life, then why are we doing that?